Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over a few saltwater mistakes that I've made as a beginner. Also, just as a note, I have currently 2 months worth of experience in saltwater tank keeping. Anyways, now onto the video. Alright, so the first mistake I made was overfeeding the corals. In this clip here, I used 1 teaspoon when I should have used 1/4 teaspoon. Another mistake was because I had a 5-gallon tank and not having any plants or microalgae to absorb algae in the tank, or having a sea urchin to do that for me. I didn't have any mangroves either, or any plant life. It was just the corals. The second main mistake I made was not properly filtration on that 5-gallon. I only had a hang on the back filter. Another problem with that is I did not replace biomedia inside of that, so that's another reason why I can see all this algae growth and gunk. It's because the filter didn't work so well, so it just got all stuck up in the filter, kept on cycling it over and over again. And then as you see too, the only coral that lived is that purple one right on the side you see in that small clip, and the other two, that one and the SPS coral, died. One was the zoanthid coral. At that time there was that one. And in this clip here, I am showing you this fish that I got, which is a blue tank fish, also known as a dory. It's about with the algae problem. And then the other problem that I realized is another reason why I got the fish, and another big problem that I was having is because I bought live rock that was dipped in water already. I didn't realize, but it had like pests like snails and other gunk. And then what happened with the corals, this is mainly with the corals, because I didn't have coral dip, I didn't dip the corals before I put them in the tank. They pretty much had pests in them, and I didn't realize until it was too late. So I had to dip it in hydrogen peroxide. I would not recommend, but if you get this far and there's no way of having any other solution, then for sure dip it in hydrogen peroxide. There's tutorials and stuff for that. My advice, if you're having to make sure that you don't have pest problems, is to make sure when you buy it, pour out the bag of water and put the coral in a bucket. Do it all in a bucket, of course, and then dip the coral in coral dip to kill off pests carried on them, and to buy dry live rock. And then, alright, so another big mistake that I made was not letting my tank filter for long enough. I only filtered it for about a week, maybe 2. With bacteria and live rock, which the live rock was already bad, when I should have let it filter for at least a month and with no light. The last mistake that I made, which I'm doing now, was not topping off my tank with fresh distilled water. I was before just topping it off with the normal salt water that I had before, so it just kept on getting saltier and saltier and bad alkalinity. Yo, what's up guys? This is going to be my advice for people getting into the saltwater hobby, is to first off start off with at least a 10-gallon tank on the minimum. Preferably I would say start off with a 20-gallon or above. Another thing I would do as well is start off with a protein skimmer and hang on the back filter. I would also recommend having a small plant such as a mangrove, or if you want, you can have macroalgae. Macroalgae is what it's called. MACRO algae, which can clean up too. A sea urchin's another good one, or yeah, that's what I can think of. There's probably more though, so do some more research on that. In the new tank, and not have a fish in the tank, just corals. Do regular weekly or bi-weekly water changes and maintenance of the tank, and let it cycle for at least a month. That is, cycling, leaving it with no fish, no nothing, just water and the live rock that you get, that is dry live rock, and then let that cycle for a bit, for a whole month, so you're good and set. Also, about the hang on the back filter, you could have a lot more macroalgae and protein skimmer for sure, but make sure you're getting the proper filter for your saltwater tank. Anyways guys, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content soon. Subscribe to the channel, and anyways guys, peace out, have a good rest of your day.